creating a Christmas creche, vibrant landscape and religious meaning. Welcome to our special video where we embark on an artistic journey to create a Christmas creche, a miniature representation of the nativity scene. This project is not just about crafting a beautiful model, it's about bringing to life a significant event in Christian tradition, the birth of Jesus Christ. Historical and religious context. The nativity scene, or Christmas creche, holds a profound place in Christian tradition, as it represents the momentous event of the birth of Jesus Christ in Bethlehem. This humble and sacred scene is more than just a display. It is a visual retelling of a story that has been central to Christian belief for centuries. According to Christian doctrine, the story begins with Mary and Joseph traveling to Bethlehem. This journey was part of a census decree by the Roman authorities, which required every person to return to their ancestral town. Despite the significance of their journey, Bethlehem was overwhelmed with visitors due to the census, and there was no available lodging for the couple. In their time of need, Mary and Joseph found refuge in a cave that was traditionally used as a stable. This cave, located outside the crowded city, provided a modest and unassuming place for Mary to give birth. The choice of a cave as the birthplace of Jesus underscores the humility and simplicity of the event. The cave, often shared with shepherds and their livestock, became the backdrop for this extraordinary moment. The nativity scene depicts this cave in all its simplicity, capturing the essence of the place where Jesus was born. Mary and Joseph were accompanied by animals such as cows and sheep, which added to the rustic and humble environment. The baby Jesus was placed in a manger, a feeding trough for animals, as his first cradle. This detail highlights the humble circumstances of his birth, contrasting sharply with the grandeur often associated with royal births. Above this modest setting, the Star of Bethlehem shone brightly in the night sky. This star was not just a celestial event, but a divine sign that heralded the arrival of the Savior. It guided the wise men, also known as the Magi, to the location of Jesus' birth. The illumination provided by this star symbolizes the light of hope and salvation that Jesus' birth brought to the world. In creating a Christmas creche, we aim to faithfully represent this sacred moment, capturing the humility, simplicity, and profound significance of the nativity scene. Each element of the model, from the cave and the manger to the figures of Mary, Joseph, and the baby Jesus, serves to remind us of the core message of Christmas, the arrival of a Savior in the most humble of settings. Crafting process. In this video, we will guide you through every step of creating a detailed and heartfelt Christmas creche. This process involves a combination of various materials and techniques to bring the nativity scene to life in a miniature format. Here's an in-depth look at the materials we'll use and how they contribute to the final model. Materials needed. Hot glue gun and glue sticks. These are essential tools for assembling and securing the various components of the creche. The hot glue gun provides a strong and quick bond, making it ideal for attaching larger elements and for detailed work where precision is necessary. PVA glue and super glue. Both types of glue are used to ensure strong adhesion between different parts of the model. PVA glue is great for larger surfaces and paper-based elements, while super glue is used for smaller, more delicate pieces that require a quick and strong bond. Cardboard. Cardboard is used as a foundational material for creating the structural support and base of the model. It provides a sturdy surface on which the polystyrene foam and other materials are built. Cardboard also helps to create the basic shapes and forms needed for the nativity scene. Polystyrene foam, Technoplex. This material is crucial for forming the base structure of the cave and the surrounding terrain. Polystyrene foam is lightweight and easy to shape, making it perfect for creating the rough, natural textures of the cave and ground. Balsa wood. Balsa wood is used for crafting detailed elements such as the manger and structural supports within the creche. Its lightweight and easy to carve nature allows for precise detailing and adds a touch of realism to the model. Wire. Wire is employed to create and support small details and structures within the scene. It is particularly useful for forming the frames for figures and other delicate elements, ensuring they remain upright and secure. Acrylic paint. Acrylic paint is used to add color and bring life to the model. It is applied to various elements, including the cave walls, figures, and natural surroundings, to achieve a realistic and visually appealing finish. LED lights. These lights simulate the divine light of the Star of Bethlehem. Placed strategically within the model, LED lights create a warm and glowing effect that enhances the overall ambience, and highlights the sacred nature of the nativity scene. Dry grass and branches. These natural elements are used to create a realistic environment around the cave. Dry grass and branches add texture and a touch of authenticity to the scene, mimicking the natural surroundings of a stable. Figures of people. These figures represent key characters such as Mary, Joseph, Jesus, the shepherds, and other figures relevant to the nativity story. Each figure is carefully crafted and painted to capture the essence of the characters and their roles in the scene. Sanitary linen. This material is used to craft clothing and blankets for the figures. Sanitary linen is chosen for its texture and ease of manipulation, allowing for the creation of realistic garments and bedding. Matches. Matches are used to create small, realistic details such as simulated fire and lighting effects. They add an extra layer of realism to the scene, especially when depicting elements like a fire in the cave. Dry roots and flock. These materials simulate natural textures and enhance the realism of the scene. Dry roots are used to represent branches and twigs, while flock adds texture to surfaces and creates a more lifelike appearance. Self-hardening clay. DS clay is used for sculpting intricate details and elements within the model. It can be shaped and molded to create fine details, adding depth and realism to the scene. Cotton sticks. Cotton sticks are used to create textures and small elements, such as bedding or other soft details. They are versatile and can be manipulated to achieve various effects in the model. Plaster. Plaster is applied to the cave and surrounding environment to add texture and enhance the visual appeal. It helps to create a realistic surface and can be painted or detailed to match the desired look of the scene. Size of the model. The entire composition will measure 52 centimeters by 25 centimeters. This compact size allows for a detailed yet manageable representation of the nativity scene, making it perfect for display and examination. Despite its size, the model captures the essence of the Christmas creche with precision and care, showcasing the beauty and significance of the nativity story. Steps in the crafting process. 1. Creating the base. Cutting and shaping polystyrene foam. Start by measuring and cutting pieces of polystyrene foam to form the base of the cave. Use a craft knife or hot wire cutter to shape the foam, ensuring it fits the desired dimensions of your creche. The base will serve as the foundation for the entire nativity scene, so it's important to shape it accurately and proportionally. Forming the terrain. Carve and sculpt the foam to create the basic contours of the cave and surrounding terrain. Consider adding slight variations in height to mimic natural ground features. Use sandpaper to smooth out any rough edges and refine the shape to achieve a realistic look. 2. Building the cave. Constructing the cave structure. Use cardboard to build the framework for the cave. Cut and assemble the cardboard into the shape of the cave entrance and internal walls. Secure the pieces using PVA glue or hot glue. Ensure that the structure is sturdy and stable, as it will support additional layers and details. Adding polystyrene foam. Attach additional layers of polystyrene foam to the cardboard framework to build up the walls and ceiling of the cave. Shape and carve the foam to integrate it seamlessly with the base and create a cohesive cave structure. Applying plaster. Mix plaster according to the manufacturer's instructions and apply it over the foam and cardboard. Use a spatula or brush to spread the plaster evenly, creating a rugged, textured surface that simulates rock and earth. Allow the plaster to dry completely before proceeding. 3. Crafting the figures. Assembling the figures. Begin by arranging and assembling the figures of Mary, Joseph, baby Jesus, shepherds, and animals. If you're using pre-made figures, ensure they are properly painted and detailed. For custom figures, sculpt and assemble them using balsa wood, clay, or other materials. Painting and dressing. Paint the figures using acrylic paints to bring them to life. Choose colors that reflect the traditional appearance of the characters. Use sanitary linen to craft clothing and blankets, adding a realistic touch to each figure. Dress the figures carefully, ensuring that all clothing and details are well fitted and securely attached. 4. Assembling the scene. Positioning the figures. Place the assembled figures within the cave according to the nativity scene layout. Position baby Jesus in the manger, ensuring it is centrally located and visible. Arrange Mary, Joseph, and the other figures around the manger, creating a balanced and harmonious composition. Arranging natural elements. Scatter dry grass, branches, and other natural materials around the cave to simulate the environment. Arrange these elements to enhance the realism of the scene, paying attention to the placement and distribution to create a natural and believable setting. 5. Adding details. Incorporating LED lights. Install LED lights to simulate the divine light of the Star of Bethlehem. Place the lights strategically within the cave to create a warm, glowing effect. Ensure that the wiring is discreet and does not detract from the overall appearance of the scene. Using cotton sticks, flock, and clay. Apply cotton sticks to create textures such as bedding or small elements. Use flock to add texture to surfaces and enhance the realism of the scene. Sculpt and place details with self-hardening clay, such as small objects or additional features, to add depth and intricacy to the nativity scene. 6. Final touches. Reviewing the creche. Carefully inspect the entire creche to ensure that all elements are securely attached and properly aligned. Make any necessary adjustments to enhance the overall appearance, and fix any inconsistencies. Enhancing the lighting effects. Check that the LED lights are functioning correctly and providing the desired effect. Adjust the positioning of lights if needed to achieve the perfect illumination. Final adjustments. Tidy up any rough edges, touch up paintwork, and secure any loose elements. Ensure that the scene looks polished and complete, ready for display and admiration. This detailed process will guide you through each step of creating a beautiful and meaningful Christmas creche, capturing the essence of the nativity scene with care and precision. This Christmas creche project is more than just a crafting exercise. It's a way to connect with and celebrate the profound story of Jesus Christ's birth. Through this video, we hope to share not only the joy of creating a detailed model but also the deep significance behind it. Join us as we bring this beautiful nativity scene to life, and experience the tradition and spirit of Christmas in a new and meaningful way. Enjoy watching and happy crafting. Recreating the enchanting monster house for Halloween, a detailed crafting journey. Welcome to our exciting project where we bring the beloved cartoon, Monster House, to life in a Halloween-themed miniature model. This animated film captivates audiences of all ages with its intriguing blend of excitement, fascination, and just the right touch of spookiness. Inspired by its unique charm, I decided to recreate this iconic house and add it to my collection of Halloween houses. Join us as we delve into the crafting process and explore the creation of this spooky masterpiece. Crafting process. 1. Conceptualization and planning. Understanding the design. Reviewing the cartoon. Begin by thoroughly watching the cartoon Monster House to familiarize yourself with its visual style and details. Pay close attention to the house's appearance, including its overall shape, color scheme, and distinctive features. Notice how the house's eerie and animated expressions contribute to its spooky charm. Analyzing key features. Focus on identifying the key characteristics that define the house, such as its exaggerated architectural elements, quirky facial features, and any specific textures or patterns used in the cartoon. Take note of how the house interacts with its environment, and the way light and shadow play on its surfaces. Color and texture details. Observe the color palette used in the cartoon. The house may have a range of colors, from dark, moody shades to brighter, whimsical hues. Notice the textures, whether the walls look weathered, the roof is shingled, or the windows have a particular design. These details are crucial for accurately recreating the house in miniature form. Sketching the layout. Creating detailed sketches. Start by drawing detailed sketches of the house from multiple angles, front, side, and top views. These sketches will serve as a blueprint for building the miniature model. Include measurements and proportions to ensure accuracy in the final model. Designing the structure. Map out the main structural components of the house, such as the walls, roof, windows, and doors. Identify any unique architectural features, such as jagged edges, unusual roof shapes, or distinctive facial expressions. Highlight these elements in your sketches to ensure they are faithfully recreated. Planning for details. Include sketches of smaller details, like facial features, textures, and any decorative elements. Consider how these details will be represented in the miniature model, whether through painting, sculpting, or adding small components. Considering dimensions. Determine the dimensions of the miniature model based on the size of the house in the cartoon. Ensure that the proportions in your sketches will translate well into the final model, maintaining the house's iconic look and feel. By carefully analyzing the cartoon and creating detailed sketches, you will lay a solid foundation for the crafting process. This preparation ensures that each component of the miniature monster house will capture the essence of the animated original, making your Halloween-themed model both accurate and enchanting. 2. Creating the base. Preparing the base with foamplex. Cutting foamplex. Start by measuring and cutting foamplex to create the base of the house. Foamplex, a type of polystyrene foam, is chosen for its lightweight yet sturdy properties, making it ideal for providing a solid foundation for your model. Use a craft knife or hot wire cutter to carefully cut the foam to the dimensions specified in your sketches. Shaping the foam. Shape the foamplex to match the layout of the house. Sculpt the foam to create the basic contours of the base, including any elevation changes or uneven terrain that may be part of the house's design. For added precision, use sandpaper to smooth out rough edges and refine the shape, ensuring that it fits well with the overall design of the model. Securing the base. Once the foamplex is cut and shaped, secure it to a sturdy backing, such as a piece of cardboard or a wooden board. This will provide additional stability and prevent the foam from warping or shifting over time. Use polymer glue to attach the foamplex to the backing and allow it to dry completely before proceeding to the next steps. 3. Building the structure. Constructing the walls and roof. Cutting cardboard. Based on your detailed sketches, cut cardboard into the necessary shapes for the walls and roof of the house. Cardboard is a versatile material that provides the strength needed to support the structure of the model. Measure and cut each piece carefully to ensure they fit together correctly. Assembling the walls. Begin by assembling the walls of the house. Use polymer glue to attach the cardboard pieces together, forming the main structure. Reinforce the joints with superglue for added strength. Ensure that the walls are aligned properly and allow the glue to dry completely before proceeding. Constructing the roof. Attach the roof pieces to the top of the walls, again using polymer glue and superglue for secure bonding. Depending on the design, the roof may consist of multiple sections or layers. Make sure that the roof is securely attached and fits seamlessly with the walls. Adding texture with balsa scraps and foil. Applying balsa wood scraps. Use balsa wood scraps to add texture and detail to the exterior of the house. Balsa wood is lightweight and easy to work with, making it ideal for simulating wooden planks, shingles, or other architectural elements. Glue the balsa scraps onto the cardboard structure using polymer glue. Arrange them according to your design, overlapping pieces as needed to create a realistic texture. Adding foil for weathered look. Cover certain areas of the house with foil to achieve a weathered or metallic appearance. Cut the foil into appropriate sizes and shapes, and apply it over the balsa wood or directly onto the cardboard. Gently press the foil into place and smooth out any wrinkles. The foil adds a unique texture and visual interest, mimicking the look of aging or wear and tear. Detailing with paint. Once the balsa scraps and foil are in place, paint the house with acrylic paints to match the cartoon's color scheme. The paint will enhance the textures created by the balsa wood and foil, bringing the house to life and adding depth to its appearance. By carefully crafting the base and building the structure with detailed textures, you'll lay a strong foundation for the final touches of your miniature monster house. Each step ensures that the model is both visually striking and structurally sound, capturing the essence of the beloved cartoon. 4. Painting and detailing. Applying acrylic paints and tints. Base coat. Start by applying a base coat of acrylic paint to the house, following the cartoon's color palette. Use broad strokes to cover the main areas, ensuring an even coat across the structure. This base coat provides the foundation for additional details and textures. Adding tints. Once the base coat is dry, use tints to add shading and depth. Mix acrylic paint with a medium or water to achieve various tints, and apply these in layers to highlight different areas of the house. Focus on creating gradients and shadows to enhance the 3D effect. Apply darker shades in recessed areas and lighter shades on raised surfaces to mimic light and shadow. Detail work. After the tints have dried, add finer details with a fine brush. Paint intricate patterns, textures, or any additional elements that match the cartoon's design. Pay special attention to areas like the windows, doors, and any facial features, ensuring they reflect the distinctive look of the cartoon. Creating details with self-hardening clay. Sculpting features. Use self-hardening clay DS to sculpt additional details such as windows, doors, and architectural elements. Roll out the clay to a thin layer and cut out shapes for windows and doors, then attach them to the model. Sculpt textures like brick patterns or wood grain to add realism. Drying and painting. Allow the clay to dry completely according to the manufacturer's instructions. Once dry, sand any rough edges gently to smooth the surface. Paint the dried clay features with acrylic paints to match the rest of the model. Add shading and highlights to blend the clay details seamlessly with the painted structure. 5. Assembling the miniature components. Adding mini light bulbs. Positioning lights. Install mini light bulbs at strategic locations to simulate eerie lighting effects. Choose LED lights for their low heat output and brightness. Position the bulbs to create a spooky ambience, such as inside the windows or under the roof eaves. Ensure that the wiring is neatly hidden and secure. Testing and adjusting. After installation, test the lighting effects to make sure they produce the desired spooky atmosphere. Adjust the bulb positions or add diffusers if needed to achieve the perfect lighting effect. Incorporating decorative elements. Creating small details. Use a hole punch to make tiny leaves and other small decorative elements. Apply these details to the house using glue to enhance its appearance. Scatter leaves around the base or attach them to the walls to mimic overgrowth or decay. Enhancing realism. Incorporate additional elements like tiny branches or cobwebs to add realism and depth. These small touches contribute to the overall spooky and detailed look of the model. Utilizing shrink tubing and can roll tin. Applying shrink tubing. Use shrink tubing to create small, intricate details such as handles or trim. Heat the tubing to shrink it to the desired size and shape, and then glue it in place on the house. Using rolled tin. Cut and shape can rolled tin to add metallic details or textures. This material is useful for creating elements like roof shingles or decorative accents. Attach the tin pieces using glue and paint them to match the rest of the house. 6. Final assembly and touch UPS. Assembling the final model. Putting it all together. Assemble all the components of the model, ensuring that each part fits correctly and securely. Use hot glue to attach any loose elements and reinforce joints. Check that all pieces are firmly attached and that the house maintains its structural integrity. Ensuring stability. Verify that the base is level and stable, and that the house stands upright without wobbling. Make any necessary adjustments to ensure a solid and durable model. Final touches. Sanding and painting. Sand any rough edges or imperfections that may have appeared during assembly. Touch up the paintwork as needed, ensuring a smooth and cohesive finish. Repaint any areas that need correction and blend them seamlessly with the surrounding paint. Checking lighting and details. Ensure that the lighting effects are functioning correctly and adjust the settings if necessary. Review the entire model for any final adjustments, such as adding additional decorative elements or refining details for a polished appearance. Size of the model. Dimensions. The entire composition measures 44 cm by 27 cm. This compact size allows for an intricate and immersive representation of the monster house, capturing its essence and providing a captivating addition to any Halloween collection. The size ensures that the model is detailed and visually appealing while remaining manageable and easy to display. Enjoy watching the transformation of this iconic cartoon house into a captivating Halloween masterpiece. The combination of creativity, attention to detail, and a touch of spookiness makes this project a delightful addition to any Halloween collection.